Hello, XR here. Once again playing Cube World. Just wanted to show a little bit more of the diversity inherent in this game. Right now, this is obviously not the same character I was playing before. This is my kind of main character that I've been working on. You can see in the upper left there, I am a level 18 warrior, and I have pretty good equipment. Pretty awesome the way you can add blocks to your weapons. I don't know if you can see there, but my mace has a smiley face on top of it because I added blocks to it to give it that. I've also got these cool green shoulders, which I did not add those to. They came that way. Very World of Warcraft-esque. So anyway, so we're here. Obviously, this is a different biome. This is a desert. You can see here the starting... Why can't I... Not letting me... There we go. The starting biome was over here, was a grassland. I have done some research since it always starts you in a grassland. So we have come over here, and we are now in a desert. I just, before I started recording, I was in this dungeon over here, this pyramid, which I cleared. So why don't we head over towards this one to the south and see what's over there. So this is my pet camel. I can ride him. I have riding skills. Yeah, this character is quite powerful. The game gets a lot, I don't want to say a lot easier, but a lot more manageable once you get some levels under your belt and get some decent equipment. Here, I'm a guardian, which gives me bonus health and bonus blocking stuff. Works really well, in my opinion. You know, I've got 5 levels in Smash, 1 in Cyclone, and I've got all this stuff almost maxed, and this stuff is pretty important. It gives your pets more health, makes you better at climbing and swimming, but also, more importantly, the second level of these trees lets you ride your pets for fast traveling, use your hang glider, and use your boat. And I have found in exploring for me is one of this game's joys, you know. It's all procedurally generated, it's all random, so you never know what you're going to get, and there's all these different biomes and all kinds of different stuff, and so I want to explore a lot, but they're so big. Like, it will literally take you half an hour or more to go from one zone, so to speak, to another. So riding your pet, getting your hang glider, stuff like that for the exploring stuff is absolutely essential. So I have not regretted doing that at all, even at the expense of my attack skills, which I still have not put, you know, a super amount of points into. So it lets me do stuff like this. So I can hang glide to cross these areas much more quickly. Actually uses my stamina there, and I'm tapping my spacebar to make it. If I let go of my spacebar, I start to go down like that. So holding spacebar makes you stay steady, but also drains your stamina. If you run out of stamina, you crash. So I'm trying to get the most out of it I can. There's an ogre in front of me. Ow! Crashed anyway, but didn't do any damage. So. Now wait for my camel to catch up so I can hop back on him. Hooray! Off we go, camel. You actually can name your pets. I have an awesome turtle that I named Turdy, but I have not thought of a good name for this camel yet. So, you know, anyone with suggestions, welcome to give them to me. A name for this awesome camel. He is pretty awesome, and he is very fast because I have 5 points in pet riding. So that's certainly a boon in these wide open desert landscapes. Blow up this cactus. You make potions out of prickly pears which drop from cacti. Ooh, he is a red mosquito. We are going to leave him alone. I do need to craft some more potions, probably when we get over to this dungeon before I actually go into it. I'll pause for a minute and craft some potions because I only have 6 left after beating the boss of the last dungeon. Ooh, this looks pretty interesting up ahead of us. There's actually non-desert trees here. I'm not near the edge of the biome, am I? No, not really. Nargor Forest is the name of this place. That's the name of this dungeon, which is apparently a forest in the middle of the desert. That is pretty interesting. It's the kind of thing I mean, where you never know what you're going to get. And it's full of beetles. Ooh, and they're +1. When enemies have pluses next to them, I've seen a lot of +2s. That's the first time I've seen +1. It means they're slightly stronger than average, they're worth more XP, and they also have a higher chance of dropping rare loot. And obviously the more pluses, the higher all of those things are. How tough they are, the chance to drop loot, etc., etc. All right, so let's craft some potions here. This is the best potion I can make. I will make a bunch of them. It's kind of a neat concept for a dungeon, a weird forest in the middle of the desert. Alright, that'll do for now. Let me zoom in on this map. There we are, just a little forest. Alright, and we'll attack this beetle. Completely missed with my special, but that's okay. I can take these guys out pretty quick. 7 XP per kill, pretty nice. That's going to be pretty standard through here. So we're looking for the boss who's in here. This is where the... Oh! Alright. This isn't even the dungeon where the crossed swords are. And as I explained in the last one, these crossed swords mark these dungeons. But which dungeons are marked by the crossed swords changes every game day. And you get a big bonus if you kill the boss of the one with the swords. So we could kill the boss here, but we wouldn't get a bonus for it. Which means... well, it might be worth our time if we come across him, but it's not going to be as worth our time as traveling to... crap. Light! Yes, I have a very good lantern now, which is also something that it pays to get your hands on. Is that everybody who was fighting me? I think so. Is that the boss? That's the boss right there. Damaron, the snout beetle. Well, I guess we might as well try. There's a lot of guys around. The biggest problem with fighting boss in this game is the ads. Boom! Bosses have a ton of hit points. So what you really need to do to effectively fight a boss here is block or dodge their attacks and stun them a lot, like that, and then just wail away at them. This may not be the most exciting thing to watch, and if that's the case, I apologize, but we will kill this boss. He doesn't seem to be doing much. Oh, he made a spot on the ground that's damaging. Heal me. Potions. Ooh, shooting at me. Oh my god. This is going to take forever. Unfortunately... oh god. Unfortunately, that's kind of the nature of boss fights in this game, is they just take forever because all the bosses have a bajillion hit points. Oh god, he's doing something. He has kind of weird casting animations, I guess, because he's like a beetle. Cyclone! One of my special abilities. Oh my god, alright. This guy has too many hit points. We're running. I could sit here all day, and if I wasn't recording, I might just pound away at him till I kill him, because he will be worth a crap ton of XP and drop some rare items, but it's not worth it when I'm trying to make a video. He seems to have an exceptionally large amount of XP, even for a boss in this game, like the one I killed in that pyramid. Oh god, is the boss still following me? Okay, then I'm gonna kill these guys, because they are worth good XP for regular dudes, and they go down really quick. The boss I killed in that pyramid before I started recording, you know, he didn't take anywhere near that much damage to kill. I mean, he took me probably a good 3 or 4 minutes of fighting him to kill him, but, you know, nothing like that guy was threatening to take. So I don't know if it's because he was the +1 or because he was a beetle, or, you know, and that type of enemy has more hit points or what, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. Gather some more pears. Ooh, there's some more camels. Ooh, and skull bowls. Want to stay away from the skull bowls. To tame pets, you need to find the type of food that they like. You can see here I have all kinds of different foods in my pet inventory, but I don't know which pets eat which foods. I lucked out on the camel one. Alright, we're almost there. So off to our right a little bit. What are these guys? Fire beetles, and they are red, so we will avoid them for the moment. I looked out on the camel. One of my friends who I was playing with multiplayer knew what it ate offhand, had looked it up earlier, or noticed it earlier. Oh, it's another pyramid. Wonderful. Out here by this river. Had looked it up earlier, so when we saw the camels, I was like, what do camels eat? And he was like, oh, I know, it's date cookies. It's always some weird thing that doesn't make any sense, So he was like, it's date cookies. And I was like, I happen to have a date cookie. So I tamed the camel, and I do not regret it. He is awesome. He is an awesome camel. I also have a platypus, a peacock, and a turtle. Here's my turtle. Turdy the turtle. And you can ride him too, which is pretty cool, I have to admit. And I've also got... let's see here. Peacock, who you can also ride. and a duckbill, who I can also ride. Whee! But yes, the camel is by far the highest level, which means he does the most for me in combat. So I will stick with him for the time being. So here's the dungeon. This is the quest, pops up on the right. Defeat the ruler in the Thedar Pyramid. Don't know if I'll be able to do this before I run out of time on this video. If it looks like it's taking more time than I want to spend, I may just go do some more exploring, because I feel like that's a more interesting video, but I'll at least show you guys what it's like in here. No stairs. You have to kind of climb, use climb to catch yourself on the wall. Oh god. Bad guys in these dungeons are so densely packed. These are the same kind of guys I was fighting in the other pyramid, Ancient Guardians. They look like little kind of Anubis-y guys. Oh god, okay. Come back up and fight from here so that troll doesn't get me. Individually they're not that tough, but when you can, they're so densely packed, you could pull, 8 or 9 guys at once. You're going to be in trouble. Eat one of my mushroom skewers. Get my health back up. Alright. Okay. Get him! Oh god, see, now I attracted that other one as well. That other group as well. Cyclone! Get him! Alright, I'm almost dead. Potion. Running up the stairs. Running away to give yourself time to heal is a very viable strategy in this game. And stunning is almost essential. Ooh, a slime too. In a lot of cases, in a lot of fights, you're not going to win unless you keep them stun locked as much as possible. Alright, we lived through that amazingly. I think that's everybody in this room, yeah. Don't know which way the boss is. I mean, I can see on the map, he's marked by that skull on the map, but he's on a different level than me, so he's probably below me somewhere. We can also smash these vases for some coins. There's another patrolling group. The rooms tend to be 3 or 4 static groups and a patrolling group. So what I'm going to do is actually body pull these guys. I'm going to go right into a cyclone here. And then... oh, come on! BS. Kill me that quick. It's getting dark out. That's not so good. Alright, where am I? Ooh, there's a Wandering World boss. These guys spawn sometimes. Sandcroc, the Sand Horror. Well, we might as well just see what he's like. The worst we can do is die, right? And he's a wandering boss. And they are not super... oh, there's the pyramids right behind me. Let's get him! Alright, these little sand horrors... alright, he's wimpy. Maybe not super wimpy, but his health is going down way faster than that beetle, so we should be able to take him out. That was him charging up some big attack. So I was staying away from him. So see, my block power is going up and I'm blocking, and when I block, because I'm a guardian, it automatically fills up my MP and lets me unleash a big attack. Alright, get away, get away, get away, get away. Alright. Keep him stunned. There we go. Oh, he was a wimp. He was only worth 5 XP, and he dropped an Ice Spear at +5, which is a weapon upgrade. But +5 is like, that's what you know, your levels are kind of defined by your power level, and the plus on my weapons and stuff matches the level that they are. So like right now my power level is 46, so things of my level will be +46, and this Ice Spear is +5, which if I recall is what you are at level 2. So yeah, that was a wimpy boss, but still, it was fun. It was neat that there was a world boss there, and I got to kill him on video. Let's go back down in here. You will kind of die a lot doing these dungeons, and you just have to kind of persevere. You know, come back in, try it again. Alright, this time I'm going to be smarter about this. There we go. Going to that cyclone first was not the smartest way to go about things. That was much smoother. Alright, there's still that patrolling group. Okay, here he comes. I'm gonna pull him next. Hey, Jin. Oh god. Wait for him to finish casting that, and hopefully not pull. Alright. I realized I went too close to that other hallway. If there were guys over there, I might have pulled them by accident. Then we'll use Cyclone. Take out this mosquito. Oh god, he summoned a slime. No worries, we got it. My camel died, but he'll respawn in a second. That's the way they work. There he is. Alright. Who's next? Oh god. Ooh, and a spike trap in the floor, which will do tons of damage to me, not that much to the enemies, unfortunately. Okay, hold them. Run, 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 run. Get around the corner. Alright, here they come. 2 ranged guys. Ooh, nice. I one-hitted that guy. Awesome. I'm a badass. Done. That was easy. Wish this eating would go faster, though. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Not a whole lot to be done about that, though. Alright. Let's go this way. I got an exceptional wood crossbow +40. My friend is a ranger. Might be happy to have that. Alright, let's go. I do get this problem sometime, and I don't know if it's lag or what. I'm playing on a multiplayer server that my friend has set up, so it's not running off my computer, it's running off his server, but like sometimes I hit like invisible walls, or like my guy just like behaves weirdly, like he won't, like they're supposed to, like, or look at that, like there's, as if there's something there and I can't see it. So I've run into that several times and I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so this is a dead end. Might as well kill these guys anyway though, because we're here. Ouch. Cyclone. Alright. I'm almost dead, but hopefully I can take this guy out before he kills me. Yep. Poor camel did not survive, but he'll be back in a moment. Eating, eating. Wish this would go a little faster. Getting close to level 19. These dungeons are good XP. You know, a lot early in game especially, a lot of the overland enemies are only worth 1 XP each. And down here in these dungeons, they're worth like 7 or 8 each, which makes leveling up much, much faster. Ooh, those guys have big hammers. There's the patrol. Alright. Ow. Oh god, I got a second group. Run. Run and heal. Run and heal. Good thing I have a ton of these potions. Alright, I need to take these guys out. The ranged guys, especially the mages, are the real danger. That's almost always the case. Shit. And they killed me anyway, but I killed a couple of them first, and now it's really almost nighttime. Alright, well, I've got like 10 minutes left. I'm not going to get to the bottom of this dungeon in that amount of time, so I will just do a little more exploring. Oh, I know what I'll do. So this has been the desert. Let me log off of this world and log into one of my other worlds, my single-player worlds, because I am in a snow land, so I can give you kind of a glimpse of what the snow biome looks like. We are in the lands of Garrock, which is snow, and it will be forming around me as my computer loads it. I still have my camel, even though it is much less appropriate to have a camel in the lands of snow. I was making my way toward that city, which is still quite distant, so we'll keep heading in that direction. Every zone has a city, and it's usually a good place to head to when you first get to the zone, because it's you can sell off all your stuff you've got. You can check their shops to see, once the shop is generated, once the city has been generated by the game, the shops will always offer the same things, but it's randomly determined, at the point of generation, what they're going to be offering. So there's always a chance there'll be something rare or cool in there, like my awesome lantern that I got. That is so much better than the default lantern. So yeah, snow biome, very mountainous. In fact, let us go up to the top of this mountain and hang glide, because that is cooler. And these ice flowers, they look like heart flowers, but they're white. I don't know what they're for. I don't have any recipes that require them. They only grow in the snow. There's also apparently whatchamacallers in here, penguins that you can tame, which is awesome. Alright, so it's in this direction. Hang gliding time. Whee! So yeah, snow biome, very mountainous, snowy trees. Possibly penguins, haven't seen any yet. People are jumping off cliffs. If I see anybody good to fight, I'll fight them. But my experience, in the brief amount of time I was running around this biome earlier, before I logged off, was that there... Oh, I'm out of stamina. You're going to see me crash. Actually, I may be able to avoid this. Oh yeah, warrior trick. If you are falling and you use my pound the ground ability just above the ground, it resets your fall distance basically. So I didn't take any damage from that, which is good, because that probably would have hurt. So with my pet, hop back on him. Roads always lead to the city, so that's a good way to know that you're going the right direction without having to constantly look at your map. Really desolate though. There's some orky or goblin-y guys, it looks like. Orcs. They're bad guys too. Hello, orcs. Oh god, I can't see. Trees in the way. Cyclone. There we go. Oh, they're with 9 XP a pop. Thought this video was going too long without me slaughtering anything after I loaded this snow zone, so I wanted to fix that. Camel's dead, so I can't ride him. It's alright. Hang gliding time. Oop. The camel respawned and immediately fell to the ground. Every time you upgrade your hang gliding skill, it increases the speed you travel while hang gliding. So this is me at hang gliding speed 5. There are no caps to the skills though. You need to have at least 5 in the first level of a tree in order to unlock the second level. There's an alpaca over there, but I don't have any alpaca food. I don't know what alpaca food is, I just know I've tried with everything I currently have, and they don't like any of it. Anyway, you need 5 points in the lowest skill in a tree in order to unlock the the second skill in that tree, but there's no cap on any of the skills that I know of. Certainly not that anyone I know has reached yet, so you can continue to put points in them and make them more and more powerful. Should be almost there. Yep, just around this corner up here. around these mountains. These zones are so gigantic, like it's just ridiculous. They need to make fast travel more apparent. There is actually a fast travel system in the game. It's portal stones. They're these weird, like, standing stones with purple runes on them, and when you find one, you can teleport to any other teleport stone that you have discovered. Whether it's in another zone or anywhere. The problem is they're super duper rare. Like, you'd think in order to be efficient they would need to have one in each zone, but apparently they're super super rare, and they're small, and they don't show up on the map super well. Like, if you zoom way in, you can see them, but they're not like marked in any way on the map, and they're small enough that you wouldn't necessarily see it from a distance, as you're just running around. So they're just really hard to find, and that kind of negates their usefulness as a fast travel mechanic, because they are so hard to find that no one can find them to use them. But hopefully that will get fixed in an update. So here we are, we're in Garrock City, the Snow City, very German themed. Excuse me, cat. Here's the main square. Not a whole lot of people. Seems to be kind of the theme of the Snowland. There's not a lot of anything life-wise. There's some people. Alright, well, I've showed you a little bit more of the game, what a little bit higher character can do. It's still a lot of fun. Definitely recommend picking it up once they get the store issues. There's some issues they're having with the store right now, but once they get those ironed out, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, so I'll probably post some more Cube World videos a little bit later, so stay tuned.